Hello, ASU Prep families. After weeks of planning, we are excited to share with you our 4 educational models for the next school year. Each learning model will effectively allow us to remain dedicated to personalized mastery-based learning, preparing each student for success in college, careers, and life. Last March, when we had to make decisions about teaching and learning in quarter 4, we all became very familiar with the terms remain nimble, evolving situation, and unprecedented times, all to say that we are going through something new together and trying the best that we can. Our families embraced this change with a growth mindset and we forged ahead successfully. We experienced student growth gains throughout the year, even in quarter 4. We will ask that you each embrace this next school year with that same growth mindset. While we have put a plan in place based on research and new norms, we will continue to monitor the situation and adapt as needed. Because of the work done to this point, we feel we have created models that will allow us to seamlessly transition to all virtual classrooms in the event there is another mandatory stay-at-home order. ASU Prep's leadership team has strategized and prepared to continue to implement highly effective research-based instructional strategies, resulting in student learning and growth, efficiently utilizing the school day, and doing our very best to meet the needs of our students and families in the safest ways possible. The instructional models we've developed allow students to have the options to learn in person, virtually, or both. These models balance the needs of our families and teachers while ensuring equity and excellence for all students. We want to highlight some of the work that led to choosing these 4 models. We completed research focused on K-12 schools reopening next year, all while sharing ASU Prep's quarter 4 experiences nationally and internationally to help other organizations learn best practices. We discussed on-site time based on developmentally and age-appropriate levels. We considered academic rigor within every model to ensure learning. We ensured that each of our models allows us to meet our high expectations for student growth and achievement. We planned models that are flexible and provide multiple options so families can choose what will best meet their needs. We incorporated feedback from the quarter 4 survey results from our students, families, and teachers. We conducted a focus group to gain input from our parent ambassadors. We committed to follow the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention guidance focused on schools. We aligned our decisions with the Arizona Department of Education's roadmap to reopening schools. Within each of these models, we will incorporate best practices. Our schools will be built on a foundation of social and emotional wellness for our students and staff. We will implement blended and personalized learning that will be responsive to our students' cultures. Our families deserve safe and sanitized schools. For students who will be attending in person or hybrid, we will take the following steps to provide a safe and healthy learning environment for them. These are just a few highlights of the safety precautions we will be taking. Teachers and staff will confirm they are non-symptomatic for COVID-19 symptoms on a daily basis before entering campus. All adults in the building will wear face coverings. All teachers, staff, and students entering the building will be subject to temperature checks and asked to wash their hands or use hand sanitizer upon entering. Outside of parents with an appointment, no other adults who are not ASU Prep affiliates will be allowed on campus. At this time, this includes volunteers. All meals will be served in the classroom. Students in 1st grade through 12th grade will be required to wear a face covering or a mask. We ask parents and guardians to send them to school with a face covering, but the school will have disposable coverings for students who arrive without one. Students in pre-K and kindergarten may wear masks, but they are not mandatory. We will keep classroom seats 6 feet apart. Playground equipment will not be accessible. Staggered start and end times will be implemented to limit crowds. We will provide ongoing cleaning throughout the day and deep cleaning once per week. The following models will allow us to keep everyone's safety a top priority while enhancing learning with virtual opportunities. We will offer our families 4 models to participate in for the 2020 through 2021 school year. In-person, hybrid, community-based digital, and fully digital. In the in-person, hybrid, and community-based digital models, our students will participate in collaboration, innovation, and application time. We refer to this as CIA time. This provides your child the opportunity for them to gather information, collaborate with teachers and their peers to enhance their own learning, to work on projects, receive additional enrichment, and participate in special programs or projects. CIA time will be available in person and virtually. The availability of these times will vary by school, and your school will provide you with additional details later this summer. Let us share more about each of these models with you now. Option 1A, hybrid for grades K through 12. Your student will come to campus for in-person instruction 2 days per week for 4 to 5 hours per day, and 2 days of instruction virtually. Fridays, students will have the opportunity to participate in optional CIA time. Option 1B is for hybrid for grades K through 1. Your student will come to campus 4 days per week for half a day with the possibility for some additional enrichment outside their on-campus learning. Fridays, students will have the opportunity to participate in optional CIA time. Option 2, in-person for grades K through 12. Your student will be on campus for 5 days. Your student will receive in-person instruction from their teachers at least 2 days a week and up to 2 days of live instruction virtually from an academic learning lab. Fridays, students will have the opportunity to participate in the optional CIA time. Option 3, community-based digital for grades K through 12. Your student will participate virtually 4 days per week. They will participate in virtual live lessons with their in-person peers at least 2 times per week. If you would like a fully digital opportunity for the next year, then ASU Prep Digital is the perfect option. Option 4, ASU Prep Digital for grades K through 12. Your student will participate in a pure online learning environment by enrolling in our digital school. Your student will receive live online instruction once per week per class in grades 6 through 12, and the other 4 days will be online education. Students in grades K through 5 will receive live instruction daily and participate in online education. Your student will have ample opportunities to also interact with their teacher through Zoom and live scenarios upon request. Students will also be able to participate in online clubs and enrichment programs. A few notes about your child's learning experience in these models. First, if your child has an individualized education plan, IEP, or 504 accommodations, we will provide special education services in all models. Where appropriate, the IEP and 504 teams will collaborate with families if there are adjustments needed to accommodate a goal revision in a virtual classroom. Second, we know there are some unknowns during this pandemic, but a known is that we are dedicated to your child's learning. Therefore, we will allow families to start the school year in one model and participate in a different model during that school year when selecting in-person, hybrid, and community-based digital models. This flexibility will allow your child to keep their seat at their current school, but be flexible to meet your family's needs. We will be providing the processes on how this will occur and the frequency later this summer in the orientation. This could be potentially quarterly or semesterly. We would like to share a few next steps with you. Families will complete a survey for each of their children, allowing them to make preference selection for each child attending ASU Prep. The survey will have you rank your preferences in first, second, third, and fourth rankings, with the first being your #1 preference for model next year and the fourth being your least preferred model. Please know you will receive a separate survey for each child. You can choose a different model for each child if you would like. We will try our best to schedule families with multiple children attending ASU Prep on the same days of the week in hybrid models. After we receive feedback from the majority of families, we will begin to schedule students, trying our best to honor everyone's top choice. We hope to let families know their student selection by mid-July. We will communicate with each family based on the email provided when completing the survey. Prior to school beginning on August 3rd, we will ask each family to participate in a virtual orientation during a time that works best for their schedule. This will allow us to prepare parents and guardians, as well as students, for the next school year and go over the expectations and schedules. After school begins, we will offer online help in rooms virtually for families to come and ask questions that they may be encountering with their virtual learning environment for the school year. If you have any questions, we encourage you to read our frequently asked questions document that we put together for your review. Then please complete your model preference selection survey. ASU Prep will remain dedicated to personalized mastery-based learning, preparing each student towards success in college, careers, and life. We are so excited to continue to serve you in this upcoming school year and look forward to seeing you in person or virtually.